Oh, premium account. It's game week. We are here live. Myself, B. Will, Caesar. B. Will joining the show. You guys are filing in
What up,
fast.
B? Woo.
What up?
Live 5
What
seconds.
up?
There's almost 100 people in here. Baylor versus Auburn. We are here to talk about it, guys. This is the War Report pregame show, first of the season. Baylor takes on Auburn in Waco. Ike Jones is on the ground in Waco, so he will be reporting for us live. Follow him at TWR Ike Jones on Twitter to keep up with what's going on there. We've got some reports, some player reports for him that we'll get to. B, you haven't been with us in a while. The comment section has been wild, saying, "Where is B. Will?" People are actually advocating to rehire Jimbo Fisher to the SEC just so B. Will could come back and trash him. Let's look, man. I know you've been following from afar. Caesar and I will give our thoughts here in a second, but on the eve of game one, give us your feeling about this one and everything that you followed. Jackson Arnold makes his debut as an Auburn Tiger. I feel most people will be focused there.
Yeah, brothers, it's good to be back. It's good to see y'all. I wish I could have more enthusiasm for the season, but I think year two, which I think we all hoped coming off of year one, was the year where the ship got righted. Year two was probably more telling than year one was, because year one you're working with somebody else's parts and pieces. Year two, that was you. That was all you, big dog. Whether you knew something about who you had in the house already, or you wanted to move some pieces around, you did what you wanted to do. And I think we probably ended up just as bad or worse with a really good defense in year two.
Yeah.
Durkin came in, he got things organized, did his thing. Talent has not been an issue. All right. The biggest issue, honestly, has been, you could say, partially offensive line, but really it's been the quarterback position. The quarterback position was the issue. We changed the quarterback. We got a guy with a lot of potential. What does Jackson Arnold have? What can the coaching staff do with him with 8 months of participation in practice and spring and whatever? I have no idea. I don't think any of us have any idea. And that's why I'm nervous, because I would never say fire a coach after 1 year. You can't hang over the results of an entire program after 1 year. Year two, when you're bringing in the dudes that we brought in year two, and now year three, I don't think there can be any excuses at all in any way for an underperforming season. Let me define underperforming as 6-6 is not good. It has never been good. 6-6 is not good in the SEC when 3 of your games are paid for against weaker opponents, okay? 8-4 should be the floor for this type of talent. The type of talent we have would be the best recruiting classes ever under previous coaching administrations. Hugh Freeze has all the guys. He's got the bodies. Why wouldn't we have at least 8 wins this year?
Yeah, I agree. 8-4 should be the floor. Caesar, I want to get to, we have super chats coming galore in, so I want to spend our time here on the pregame focused on our listeners. But let's talk to me. Talk to me about your feeling going into this one. I'm gonna give my thoughts really, really quickly, but you guys will probably be able to hear me screaming from Columbus, Georgia, once this game starts.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear you screaming from Columbus, Georgia. It's great. It's that time of year, man. It's football. What I've been hearing, Mike, I've been hearing consistent things. One is that Auburn is extremely talented. That's a given.
Yep.
All right. Credit to this coaching staff for what they've done on the recruiting trail out of high school as well as the transfer portal. Auburn is talented. No one is out here saying, no one with anyone who's been paying attention will tell you Auburn is talented. They will tell you that Auburn is the more talented team. Here's what I'm hearing from people. They have to see Auburn win. Before they get their hopes up, they have to see Auburn win, which is an indictment on the fact that Auburn has lost games that they had no business losing over the past few seasons under Hugh Freeze. Mm-hmm. We've seen Auburn at times come in unprepared. And we've seen the coaching staff make questionable decisions in game. And we've seen players just not get it done when their number was called.
Yeah.
We've seen that. Yeah.
Auburn is clearly the more talented team. But the reason why we're uncertain is have they addressed those inconsistencies? Are they going to now start making plays when their number gets called? Is Auburn going to go from 3rd and 13 to 4th and 13 in this season on defense? Are they going to get off the field? Are they going to stay out of 3rd down? Are they going to make plays offensively? Are they going to score in the red zone? Are they going to stop giving the ball to the other team? These are the things that took a clearly 7-win team, should have been at least a 7-win team last year, to 5-7. Have they addressed those issues? That is what we're waiting to see. It's time. This is year 3. This is what Hugh Freeze has been working towards.
Yeah.
It's time to put it together. I remember when Mike G was on campus for Big Cat Weekend, the first under Hugh Freeze, and I remember the excitement on campus and around that complex, because we were seeing victories that we haven't seen, I don't know, ever under Hugh Freeze. You just flipped Perry Thompson from Alabama. You flipped the guy they wanted at your big recruiting event, and it just felt like the optimism couldn't be any higher. It's pointing to this moment. It's pointing to this game. This is your opportunity to show that Auburn is turning the corner. Turn the corner. I'm done with the talking. I'm done with the hoping. Auburn fans are tired of just hoping. Win.
Yeah.
And win now.
I could not agree with all that. Look, man, at the end of the day, I'll make it pretty simple. We'll get the comments here. I just want to see Auburn score some damn points. If they lose this game 21-14, there's gonna be some things broken here.
It's gonna be must-see TV.
You went out and you got top tier offensive talent. Now use them and get in the end zone. Look, we got tons of comments coming in here that I want to get to. Let's start at the top here. Heavy says, "Be Will, Dono." Is that slang? I can't keep up with all the slang.
I don't know. I'm an old now, so I don't know all the slang. But what up, Heavy?
I'm assuming he didn't mean something different. Just hit the comments, let us know. Spicy Penguin, longtime commenter, says, "Be Will, I'm so damn happy to see you, man."
Hey, glad to see you, Spicy.
Sir. Hey,
what's up, man? What's up?
Seth Wood became a member. Let's do more of this, guys. Let's sign up for memberships by smashing that join button, become a patron. Fire Freeze says, gifted 10 memberships. Let's do more of that as well. Mr. Sip, the Mississippi State fan, not only joined as a member, but is gifting 5 memberships. You gotta love this. I tweeted about you, Mr. Sip, on Twitter. Blake Craft says, "War effing Eagle," channeling his inner Takeo Spikes there. I love that.
You got to read it just like that too.
Dustin Pace, been a member for 29 months. No more excuses. Appreciate y'all. War damn. This sums up perfectly how a lot of people feel. Just no more excuses. Go out and win. This is when we have the 7 and 5 be acceptable discussion. This is why 7 and 5 feels very, very hard to accept, because this is going to come with a bunch of excuses nobody wants to hear. Exclusive TV set for $199 says, "The return of B. Will and that forehead." That's both a compliment and a compliment. Dwayne says, "B. Will in the building. People happy to see B. Will. We're happy to see B. Will too." Lawrence Robinson super chat for B. Will. Look,
Lawrence, what's good, man?
It's like B. Will's OnlyFans on here.
If I ain't showing no skin though, forehead's all y'all get.
That's a forehead OnlyFans.
Forehead pics.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
That one. I'm so sorry. Dwayne says, "B. Will, we in here winning." People thinking, "B. Will, your essence is going to channel win for Auburn fans."
Man, we wish. Let's hope.
Ben Blower at the $199 super chat. Facts or not, Auburn doesn't fumble or muff a kickoff. Facts. They don't.
No, I'm hoping facts. I'm gonna go with it until I have a reason not to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I hope not.
Felix the Cat, longtime member, says, "B. Will."
Felix, what's up? What's up?
Okay. L Lee 92 C Dub. Dope meeting you at the mall a few weeks ago, brother. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Pleasure meeting you, good sir. Pleasure
Yeah,
meeting you, good sir. Appreciate that.
We will keep doing what we're doing. Kenneth Sellers became a member. We appreciate that. Justin became a member. You guys signing up at a record pace. This is amazing stuff here. Demario Nettles, War Damn Eagle B Will.
What up, sir? What up?
I got a couple more chats I want to get here. B Will in here. Auburn's definitely.
Man, don't put that much pressure on my presence, please. Listen, don't do that. Hey, I ain't pitching not one pass. I'm not toting one rock. I'm not making one block. Do not put that on me. Put it squarely on the man who is getting paid the $6 million a year, please.
It's gonna be even worse today. They win. It's gonna be like, yo, B Will, we need you here, buddy. You're gonna be that good luck.
We're gonna make all these now. Come on now.
Our guy Real Cozy says, my boy B Will, member for 17 months. We appreciate that. Auburn dad for life, member for 54 months. This man's been hanging with us for a minute. B Will, Mike and C Dub, War Damn Eagle, Auburn football is back. Don't forget, Ike, he's on site for us. He made the drive for you guys. So please follow him on Twitter. He's gonna have lots of great stuff for you. Our guy 14, Mr. H, that's Mr. Mike Hicks. Oh, snap, son. B Will. Back in the house here. Lots of super chats to get to. Look, while you guys keep super chatting, I'm going to give a little bit more analysis on this one. We did get a report from Ike in the pregame here. Alex McPherson went through warmups, but he updated this. He went through warmups, but did not finish them. Eric Singleton Jr. is out there in warmups as expected. As far as I know, Eric Singleton Jr. battling a knee thing, and he's been ongoing for a couple of weeks here. So it may just be about what he can tolerate in this one. But Auburn should be able to win this one without Eric Singleton Jr., if you ask me. You've got all the wide receivers. If he never transferred here, Malcolm Simmons would still be the guy in the slot in his second year as a top 150 overall player. Look, we've got about 15 minutes until game time. We're going to get you guys out of here with a few minutes to kick off. But now I want to talk about Jackson Arnold, fellas. Hugh Freeze, I think, has bet his career at Auburn potentially on Jackson Arnold. And it is hard to see a scenario where Jackson Arnold doesn't work out, but they can pivot fast enough to save the season. B Will, we haven't gotten to hear from you on this one. What do you think the tolerance level should be for Auburn to come out maybe a little slow in this one, figuring it out and then picking it up? They have not been a team that we've seen do that under Hugh Freeze, where it looks bad early, but then late it looks great. It's either they get off to a good start or Auburn's effed. I can tell you, you guys know I cover UCF now too, and it was as bad. I don't know if y'all saw the game last night, but it was terrible for like 3 quarters, and then they changed quarterbacks, and suddenly and then the guy they went to finished for 282 yards and 2 touchdowns on 17 of 24 passing. I would take that stat line from Jackson Arnold tonight. Yeah. But, what do you think the tolerance is going to be for a slow start offensively? Is there any excuse for Auburn to start slow offensively?
I mean, there's an excuse because these guys haven't all played together and played real ball together. So is there an excuse? Yeah. Offenses are usually behind defenses at this part in the season. We understand that. Is that an excuse to lose this game? No. No, it's not. Because everything that's in the pot right now are things that Hugh Freeze put in the pot. So you saw Jackson Arnold's tape coming out of high school. You saw what he did and did not do well at Oklahoma. Like, you had real game film of him, right? You picked him. And you got Deuce Knight there. I don't know how much of a real push Deuce made in the spring. That is, I'm sure, has been great message board fodder. I haven't been checking it. But I don't know what's behind Jackson Arnold. So I don't know if there's a reasonable play or a reasonable reason to pull him if he looks bad. I think it's fair to let him figure it out early in an out-of-conference game, a road game, a guy who has played in the SEC already. I think there are reasons not to go to a true freshman quarterback game 1 of the season. I still don't know if that's a reason to lose this game. I would love to. Why can't we win ugly? Why can't we adjust the game plan to, well, we just had to run it into their chest for 2.5 quarters because the first quarter and a half, the pass game wasn't clicking. Okay, fine. Find something to work because you are the head coach. You are the offensive mind behind this. You are the philosophical battery of this offense. Make it work. I don't want Jackson Arnold to struggle, but if he does, I don't want that to be an excuse why we lose this game either.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, if you're in the chat right now and you can't chat, it's because you are probably not a member. So you sign up for that membership. We've been telling y'all all off season that this chat was going to be member only. So don't go cursing me on Twitter. Talking about on the War Pool only let the super chat in. Yeah, that's what we're doing here for the rest of the season. The post game will be open to everybody, but we will prioritize super chats there because you guys know that the comments come a mile a minute in the post game. Let's get back to some chats here. Auburn Dad for Life, again, member for 54 months. Oh, wait, I got this one already. Mike Hicks, we got that one. Al, if there was a comment with this one, let us know. But War Damn Eagle, we appreciate you. Fire Freeze with the $10 super chat. Be Will, good to see you. Facts or nah, we have less than 5 head-scratching offensive play calls in this game. There's about a 0% chance that there's less than 5. I'm telling you, if I said this to somebody earlier today, I said, if we are sitting here after the game and Auburn has lost, I'm telling you, offensive play calling is going to be the thing that we're questioning in this one. What do you guys think about this question?
I don't really. As you mentioned, Mike, we don't get out there, look slow. Under for Hugh Freeze, we have not gotten out there, been slow going, and then figured it out and found a way to kind of eventually open it up. We come out there and everything's clicked and it works, or we've come out there and struggled for the entire game. If we struggle and plan A doesn't work, then we're going to have some of those what the hell play calls. Because that's what this staff has tended to do is, oh, well, that's not working, or he's not seeing it, so if our quarterback doesn't see what there is to be done and plan A, we got guys wide open, but they can't get it to him, we're going to see some ridiculous, silly stuff and reverses and stuff like, why would you even do that? Well, because you have to, because your plan A isn't working. If we see those types of plays, it is bad news. That means things that they expected to happen to work, to get us moving the ball up and down the field in the end zone, didn't happen. And now we are going to be struggling and pulling things out of places to try to get points, and I don't want to be in that situation.
I don't want to be in that situation either. Would not be great for the old blood pressure. Want to thank Dwayne for joining as a member. You guys, again, signing up at an alarming rate here. Gel Rod, I think that is.
Looks like Gel Rod to me.
As a member as well, too. We appreciate you. Want to get to this chat here. On travel for work, hoping I don't end up screaming at the TV so much the hotel staff has to come by and check in on me. No, do that. This is what Saturdays are about. Disrupt the peace. We need to see that here. Look, I called this game 38-21. Be Will, can we get a prediction from you here in the pregame on the final score? Caesar, I think you had 31-24.
Yeah.
27-19.
27-19?
19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown and a bunch of field goals.
Who has Auburn has 27?
I don't know.
I don't know
yet. Like I really don't know. Why do we don't know? We don't know. That's the wonderful part about right now. We don't know. But also it's terrible that we don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's jump back in here because the super chats are still coming in. Travis Latham, time for the national disrespect to end 42-17. Not too far from what I said, 38-21. A lot of you guys in that range feeling like this offense should score. Harold Greer gifted 5 War Report memberships.
Appreciate that.
We're up to like 40 memberships given away. We love that. Jazzy Joe, longtime commenter, $100.
Okay.
Arnold passing TD. Now, if you guys haven't joined us, we
go crazy, Jackson.
Yeah, he does this, right? So we're all sitting here rooting for 8 Jackson Arnold passing touchdowns in
first half. First half, baby.
Jazzy, what do we get if one of the backups throws a touchdown too? Because they're supposed to have packages for the backups ready in this one. What if we get a deuce touchdown in this one? That should be worth at least $400. That's just my
He's spending his money.
Yep. That's just my thought on it. Definitely want to see that happen. Let's jump back to our chat here. We appreciate you, Jazzy, as always. Heavy says, "Dear Hugh Freeze, please run the ball. Best regards, Heavy." I want to stick here for a second while the super chats continue to come in, guys. Damari Alston and Jeremiah Cobb cannot be the forgotten pieces. ESPN sideline reporter Taylor Davis joined the show, and she said that Auburn's offensive line has to be their not so secret weapon in this one. I love that line. This is the most heralded an offensive line has been in the preseason in quite some time. Lots of expectations on this group. They helped produce the second leading rusher in the conference last year in Jarquez Hunter. So run blocking was not an issue. I got to think that that's a trend that we hope they continue to carry into this one.
Yeah. I think, what was the ratio, Mike, that Hugh Freeze likes to be for his offense to really get in a rhythm? 55-45 favoring the run. You got to run the ball. And I think in this game, whoever runs the ball the best is going to have a good chance of winning. When Baylor hasn't been able to run the ball, they've lost. They've lost games. Yep. So if you're able to stop the run and also utilize those guys it's their time too with Damari Alston. Man, what an example of patience. It's now his time to show what he can do. You got Jeremiah Cobb, who also has been very patient. Man, run those guys. Give them the opportunity to get out in the open field. Open up some rush lanes for them. Let them eat. Let them take advantage of a questionable Baylor defense. We don't know if they're going to be questionable this year, but this is a great time to get them in game one. Use your guys. Take the pressure off Jackson Arnold. Get in the rhythm. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Let's jump back to our chat here. You guys are tearing it up. AU alum with the super chat. I think they were supposed to be. It's tricky. The super chats are tricky. Sometimes I've done it. You hit enter and then it just sends the chat, but you don't put the comment with it. So if there's a comment there, we'll look out for it. Fire Freeze comes back, says, "Just remember, I thought Jarquez looked gassed." See an eye doctor, Hugh. This is a reference to Hugh Freeze saying that he thought Jarquez was getting gassed. A notion that Jarquez contested to me personally. Jazzy Joe, 200 for a deuce TD. Calm down, Mike. Okay, we split the difference there. Not 400, 200 for a deuce TD. He praised Deuce Knight. He said in their mock game, Deuce went 7 for 7, and he looks great, making good decisions with the football. But he also said that Jackson Arnold was making good decisions with the football. And I can tell you privately, a lot of folks have told me that it's the tale of two people, Jekyll and Hyde, with Jackson Arnold. Sometimes he looks like every bit of the 5-star that can go out there and beat the world, and sometimes he makes some head-scratching decisions with the football. Once the ball is snapped. Which one do we see more of it, and do they set him up? I gotta believe if he's seeing the field and the run game can help guys take some pressure off of Jackson Arnold in this one. If Damari Alston, Jeremiah Cobb can, average 5 yards a carry in this one, Jackson Arnold's going to have a much easier time, I think, commanding this offense. Yeah. Okay.
He will. I mean, of course he should. Okay. Do we have the talent around him to make the game easy enough to where he doesn't have to press and make poor decisions? Yes. However, Dave Aranda is a defensive dude. I think they've got a decent amount of continuity on the defensive side of the ball.
That word.
That's what scares me, though. When you give a guy whose trade is defense, and defense has enough returning pieces to where he doesn't have to teach them the basics all over again. I mean, that is scary to me. That's scary to me. We saw Gus put together some offenses off the strength of nothing, but y'all know how this goes, and you might not be the best at any position out here, but y'all are good enough to get this done, and you go out there and slay a giant. If you give somebody who is good at something just enough tools in the bag, can they do more than you expect them to do? Yeah. And again, this is our guys' first trip around the sun together. They have not done this with each other in real time yet. So that does worry me a little bit.
Yeah, agreed. Look, we've got some more super chats to get here, but before we do that, I'd be remiss, guys, if I did not mention our newest sponsor. Some things have been happening while you've been gone.
Okay.
Want to give a quick shout out to AIM and Associates. That's Abel's Iron Moore and Associates. They've been in business for almost 25 years, and they manage over 200 million in clients in over 25 states and 2 foreign countries. They're not some big operation. This is an Auburn family providing honest guidance and top-notch service. You get the feel of a small town with years of insight, perspective, and results. Jeff, David, and Colin are great to work with, so you can contact Abel's I Know More and Associates at 912-777-4128. Again, that's 912-777-4128, or visit aiminc.com to see why they're different. You don't need millions of dollars to need a financial advisor. You just need a paycheck and some dreams and some goals for the future, and these guys can help you. The War Report has been compensated by Abel's I Know More and Associates for this endorsement. Abel's I Know More and Associates is a registered investment advisor. Registration as an investment advisor does not imply a certain level of skill or training. The information in this advertisement is for informational purposes only and should not be considered personalized investment advice. All investing involves risk, including the potential for loss of principal, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Let's jump back in here, guys, to the chat. It's almost game time, so we're going to let you guys go in time for the game. I want to thank Julia for joining as a member. Hang in there with us, Julia. If you are watching this right now and you can't chat, check your email. You might be on the receiving end of one of these gifted memberships. YouTube chooses these at random. So if you got your email registered with YouTube, they're going to send you that. Want to thank Just Like KP, $200 for the win, he says, with the $4.99 super chat.
Okay.
So, and we've got a lot of money committed here. We got Jackson Arnold touchdowns, 200 for a Deuce touchdown. Now another 200 for the win from KP. Clap them bare cheeks, B. Will Sporthead says. the visual.
I can't endorse this. The visual is what got me shaking my head.
Frank Colazzo became a member. We appreciate that. You guys are burning up. Harold Greer hoping for a great post-game show. Me too. Look, we're going to be in here one way or the other to celebrate or commiserate. Kevin Overton becomes a member. I think I've seen Kevin as a member before, but we appreciate you for doing that, Kevin. Guys, halftime, we will be back to talk about what we saw here. Before we get out of here, guys, closing thoughts. The game is it on?
It's about to be.
Okay. I see something's happening here in my background. I just make sure it's not Auburn. But closing thoughts here before we get out of here, fellas, and get ready for the game.
Again, it's year 3. I'm ready to see something different. This is the start of what I hope will be at a minimum an 8-win season for Auburn. Interesting September schedule. 3 games on the road. Go ahead. Let's start off on a good note.
B.
No excuses this year. 8 should be the floor. I'm not the person making those decisions and cutting those checks, but 8 should be the floor this year.
Yeah, I agree. 8 should indeed be the floor for Auburn. It starts week 1. If you lose this game, you get behind the 8 ball, B, and it becomes really difficult. You know, you and I have not had a chance to talk about this yet. I see the game coming on here, but Auburn has one of the easiest stretches I've ever seen them have after the Georgia game. Missouri at home, at Arkansas, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Mercer.
Okay.
Whew, boy, I'm telling you, no LSU, no Ole Miss, no Mississippi State. The trade for Missouri, Vanderbilt, and Kentucky, Auburn won that. And so if you can get out of this first stretch 4-2, it starts with Baylor. You only have to win one of your first 3 SEC games if you win tonight to be 4-2 headed into that stretch with a chance to set it up for an Iron Bowl for the ages. They are running out on the field right now. We're running to our TVs. Run back to us at halftime, guys, of this one, the Auburn, the War for Auburn Baylor pregame show. We'll be back at halftime. We appreciate you guys. We're signing out. War Eagle.
War Eagle.